Cybergun or is it an Umarex? All I know is it's a Glock 17 Gen 4. This has got to be the most realistic replica gun out there, really. It feels the real deal. Dropout mag, which is actually quite heavy in itself. It says it takes 17 rounds. That's obviously BBs. Gas goes in the bottom. It's blowback action. When you fire your last shot, it locks open. Slide release there. It is field strippable, should you need to. I've tried to show you. It's a bit awkward, but you pull it back like that, pull these two tabs down and slide it out. You can take it apart if you want to. There's really no need. I have taken it apart, put a little bit of oil in because it is quite sticky, but putting it back, just line up those bits there onto there. Do that, pull it back, and that's it. You're good to go. Now this is branded, came boxed, Glock Perfection. It's distributed by Cybergun. I've tried to do a bit of research because on YouTube there's a lot of Glock Gen 4 replica BB guns which are made by Umarex. The MP40 that I've got is Umarex. This is Cybergun. From what I can find out online, Cybergun is just another importer. I think the actual gun is made by KWC. It says it on the box here somewhere, made in Taiwan. It's officially licensed by Glock. It's got all the Glock markings on, as you've seen in that other little bit of video. The little quick unboxing I did. It's got Glock on the handle. And it says on here, officially licensed product of Glock. I think it is the same gun as the Umarex version. It's just distributed by a different company. But it is almost identical. A real Glock Gen 4 weighs 700. A real Glock Gen 4 weighs 710 grams unloaded. When it's full of rounds, it's 900 and something grams. This comes in at 748 grams. So it is pretty much realistic. It's polymer on the bottom, polymer handle. It comes with two back straps that can go on there, and you just have to push out the roll pin. Clips in the bottom. Slide on the top's all metal. Magazine's all metal. The gas canister goes in the bottom there. You pull down the spring. You need some fingernails for this job, and you can push it to one side and it locks open. You can then fill your BBs up in that little hole there. Push your spring back, it flips up, and that's loaded. Pop it in the gun. Away you go. So we're going to take it outside. We're going to do some shooting, see how accurate it is. I don't expect it to be properly accurate because it's a BB gun and it's a bit of fun. It did have a sticker on it that stated it was 1.7 joules max. I don't know, I haven't got chronograph, so I can't tell you how powerful it is, but it is the real deal. And yet again, don't be walking the streets with this. If the armed police get tipped off that you walk in the streets with this, you're likely to get shot yourself. It is that realistic. I mean, everything on it is Glock. It looks the real deal. But we're going to go outside, have some fun. It's a bit blowy today, and it's playing havoc with my hair. I got the Glock 17 Gen 4. I got a magazine, gassed up, fully loaded. Trigger discipline and all that jazz. Right, we're going to shoot it down the range and see what I can hit. Voila! So I'm going to load it up again and we'll see what we can hit. See if I can hit one of these spinny targets. That's cold. So it feels like it's running out of gas. So last shot locks open. It might be running out of gas, or it might have just got so cold. But I'll load it up again. So that'll be 3 magazines full on 1 cartridge. But anyway, I'll load it up again and we'll see if it'll go again or if it is out of gas. Pull the slide back, drop it in the hole. They probably do like a speed loader type thing for these, but I haven't got one, so I think it looks like a pen with a thing on the end of it, and you can just drop a load of BBs straight in. But we're not at war, people aren't shooting at us, and I've got all the time in the world. And then once you've done that, flip the spring and that holds them all in place. Now it's warmed up a bit, it might go again, so magazine in, let's see what happens. No, we're out of gas. Not a problem, because here is one I prepared earlier. Take your Allen key, unscrew the bottom. Oh dear, did that up tight. Perhaps too tight. Take the cap out. There's your gas cartridge. Obviously I should pick that up on our way back indoors. Cartridge back in it. And that's that. Back in the gun. Let's try again. And we're empty again. Lock's open. I won't bore you with the details, I keep loading it. We're loaded again. So that is the Glock 17 Gen 4. I hope you can hear me because it's a bit blowy out here. But I'd rather do it outside because we've got better light out here than we've got indoors. This isn't going to be a marksman's shooting pistol. It's a good plinking gun. You can hit targets with it, and you can also adjust the hop up. When you take the slide off, there's a screw. You flip it over, and there's like a little screw in there. You can turn that. It says it all in the instructions. You can turn it for the hop up. So that's either the pellet goes up straight or drops down, whatever your preference is. I like to have it as straight as possible, and it was doing quite well, so I won't touch that. I think I did hit some targets. Always use eye protection or glasses of some kind, because I did have a few ricochets. It's not powerful enough for it to go into the wood on the back of the target, and a few of them did ping back. Luckily they didn't hit me, but I definitely saw them and heard them. Make sure you got your eye protection on. It is absolutely fantastic. It's got a good blowback action. That sort of takes a little bit of the power out of the gun with all the blowback. If you want a really powerful air pistol, whether it's BBs or pellets, always go for a non-blowback version. But I don't have these guns for power or thing. I have them because they're realistic, and this is the next best thing to having the real thing. We can't have real guns here in France. If I joined a gun club, I probably could get my license and be in possession of them, but then I think you're pretty much restricted to where you can shoot them. These, anyone over 18 can have these, and in France we're allowed fully automatic as well, hence the MP40. But yeah, this is absolutely spot on. As you've seen on the other clips, everything is accurate on it, all the markings. It's got a good weight. It is absolutely the real deal, but it just shoots BBs and not 9mm rounds. Thoroughly recommended. Now, who makes it? Is it Cybergun? Is it Umarex? Or is it KWC? As I said previously, the bit of research that I could find, Cybergun import these into France and French territories. Umarex import them or export them to the rest of the world. But from what I can gather, these are made by KWC. I don't think Umarex make them. I could be wrong. That's just from the research that I've done, that's what I've found. But nonetheless, it is fantastic. It's good quality. There's no sharp edges. Everything moves as it should. The drop-out mag, it's not sprung loaded, so if you're holding it right, it will drop out. But it's not sprung loaded. It's not fired out on a spring. The slide's all good. Locks open on the last shot. Slide release all works. It is as realistic as you can get for a BB gun, and the weight is really good as well. Don't forget your trigger discipline. I was watching a video the other day and the bloke was like playing with his gun with it on the trigger. I thought, even if it's not loaded. But anyway, we won't go down that route because we'll get a lot of people that are more knowledgeable on these things than me will be chiming in. So safety first with these, and as I said before, don't go walking the streets with them. It's a replica handgun, and you can't tell the difference. If someone was to pull this out of their pocket and point it at you, you won't know if you're looking down the barrel of a BB gun or a real gun. So ultimately you could end up getting shot by the armed police for carrying a weapon. Even though it's only a BB gun, it doesn't matter. It looks real, it feels real. That's my safety Sally bits out of the way anyway. But at the end of the day, have fun with it. You can pick these up for about 150 euros, that was. It's fantastic! So that is the review of the Cybergun Glock 17 Gen 4. I don't think it's made by Cybergun, as I said. I think it's a KWC. It's made in Taiwan, and it's exactly the same as the Umarex. I haven't seen any there's a lot of videos on the Cybergun. There's a lot of the airsoft version, which is a 6mm plastic balls. There's a few with the 4.5mm, but none in English. They're all in French because the Cybergun version is only shipped to France. But I think it's the same thing. I don't care, it's bloody marvellous. So we've got a few more gun videos coming up. We're going to get the HDR50 revolver out and some other bits in the pipeline, so keep tuned in for those, and we hope you like the farming videos as well. We've got some other bits and pieces going on around here, but we like guns. So that's it for this video, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.